So today I'm just going to talk a little bit about leaving your dog with toys, interactive toys, to keep them busy while you're gone. One of the most important things with dogs who have anxiety, separation or isolation anxiety is you don't want them to become fixated on the fact that you're leaving. And a really great way to do that is to use something that's really high value, such as a bully stick, to distract them as you prepare to go out the door. That way they're really focused on their food and they're not developing more and more anxiety in anticipation of you leaving. So bully sticks are one of Yuka's favorite. They're not particularly inexpensive, so it's not a tool that we get to use all the time. This bully stick here is a pretty big one, and it cost me $11.99 at Petco. You can get these virtually anywhere. They're a very popular natural dog chew, and they're good for your dog, much better than a plastic nylabone. Pitfall is they don't stick around very long. But they're a really great reward and will keep your dog occupied for a significant amount of time. Another favorite of mine is the bowl trachea. So this is a far more affordable chew. It's not going to last as long, but what I'm about to show you will help it last a lot longer than it would otherwise. So it's a little gross, but this is very good for your dog. Bowl tracheas are actually high in glucosamine. They're also high in chondroitin. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce that, but both of those are very good for your dog's joints. So any kind of dog that's a large breed dog or anything prone to developing hip dysplasia or arthritis, this is a good treat to give your dog on the regular. And I'll show you what to do with it in just a moment. Something else you're going to want is a variety of interactive toys. So this is a Kong. I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with it. I get a lot of people saying that, oh, we used a Kong or tried to use a Kong, but our dog wasn't all that interested in it. Well, I encourage you to give it a try again. A lot of the times dogs need to be taught how to use these. So I highly recommend getting a very high value wet food, stuffing it inside the Kong, and letting your dog play with it and try and get it out while it's inside your crate. You should be home initially when you're trying this out to supervise them, but these are pretty indestructible. There are very few dogs that I've known to actually chew these up. And I recommend getting at least 4 of these and stuffing them with various different things. You can soak your dog's kibble. If your dog is very food motivated and likes their own kibble, you can soak their kibble overnight and stuff it in a Kong and freeze it. This will mean they have 45 minutes to try and get it out of this toy. You can put wet food in it, you can put peanut butter in it if your dog isn't too sensitive. All of those tools are really great, and the more busy your dog is while you're gone, the less they're going to be focused on the fact that you're not there, and they'll be quieter, less destructive, and they'll have less anxiety. So better mental state. There are other toys you can get that I don't have to show you at this moment. There are interactive treat balls where when the ball is rolled across the floor, kibble comes out, and there's a whole slew of these toys on the market that would be really good for your dog to have to keep them busy while you're gone. So now I'm going to show you what I like to do with this trachea. Typically, I stuff the trachea with a wet food, high quality wet food from like a health food pet store. I love Canine Naturals. It's based out of, I believe, Australia or New Zealand. I apologize, I don't remember exactly which one. But Yuka really loves that product, and it's a really high quality product. Yuka wants to say hello / eat these treats. No, not yet. Leave it. So I'm going to stuff this inside the Kong. I'm going to squeeze it and work it in there. And then I'm going to put peanut butter inside the trachea, or wet food. And she's going crazy. And then I'm going to put it in the freezer, so it takes a lot longer to get through. I'm going to put a little organic peanut butter. Make sure your peanut butter does not have palm oil or any artificial sweetener. It should have like 1% or less of salt. Dogs should not have the amount of salt that we put into our own bodies. And also make sure there is no xanthium gum or anything you can't pronounce. Xylitol is a new popular ingredient in peanut butter that is actually deadly to dogs. It's very, very poisonous to them. And unfortunately, a lot of people aren't aware of this. So make sure that you are definitely not getting peanut butter that has xylitol in it. And then what I will do, once this is frozen, gross, but once this is frozen, I'm going to put it in her crate right before I'm about to go out the door, so that she is very focused on the fact that she wants to get to this. I'm going to close the crate door so she can't get in the crate, and she's going to kind of become a little frustrated that she can't get to this really yummy treat. So by the time I let her into the crate and I leave, she's going to be so stoked to be inside her crate chewing on this and won't care at all that I am leaving. Plus, the idea is to help your dog think that good things happen when you leave. So a lot of people would tend to give their dog a treat when they get home. Don't do that. That's teaching them that they really need you to come home because that's when they get a treat. Instead, give them treats when you leave, so they kind of anticipate your leaving as a really good thing. So I'm going to freeze this. Poor Yuka. She is going crazy right now because she thinks she's getting this right now. Unfortunately, she's not. Now with one of her other Kongs, usually I would take the bully stick, shove it inside the other Kong with some other wet food frozen in there. This one's much too thick to get inside the Kong. One of the reasons behind doing that is, again, so it's challenging for her. It takes more time for her to get the things out of the Kong that she so badly wants. However, it's also a great management tool when you know you're not going to be around, because it saves the last little piece, which they could choke on, and it gets stuck inside the Kong. And so they become fixated on the Kong trying to get it out, which they can't get it out, and you also don't risk them being left with something that they can choke on. So that is a great tool. So I am getting ready for work now, and in order to help Yuka have a positive association with even my getting ready for work, I've given her a Kong with a little bit of peanut butter in it inside her crate, so that, again, she's focused on enjoying her treat rather than becoming worried because she sees me putting my shoes on, zipping my jacket, getting my keys, putting on makeup. All of these things can be cues to your dog that you're about to leave, and the anxiety usually starts at those moments. As soon as they see you get off the couch and start to rummage around your house getting ready. So I don't want her to be fixated on me getting ready. So here she is with her Kong, and I have a couple more frozen in the freezer, which I will put in her crate once I am ready to go out the door. Be sure to subscribe to our channel for future updates. By subscribing, you'll get notified as soon as we upload a new video. We plan to be posting a lot more training videos in the near future, and I look forward to hearing your comments and suggestions below. Thanks so much. Have a great day and good luck training.